Warning, the following video is just, oh fuck it.
Hi, boys, TEMPHUiBIS here. So I'm going to talk about some comments that I've been receiving recently. So if you're following me on Facebook and Twitter and watching my YouTube videos, yeah, you probably know, yeah, that I'm an MMA fan. You know that I chat about MMA a lot. I chat about UFC a lot of other things that happen in MMA. Some MMA fighters I'd usually talk about. I've been getting comments like, hey Temp, how comes you're not doing MMA? You know, I get situations of, so Temp, are you actually training and fighting in MMA? And then I even got a comment one time, yeah, from someone on, was it on Facebook or was it? Okay, I got a comment, yeah, from someone on something, and they said, "Hey Temp, when's your debut match?" You know, literally, he went, "When is my debut MMA match?" When I read that, I was like, "Are you serious? Me doing MMA?" Okay, look, guys, let's just focus on something here, right? Yeah, how many people do you know, yeah, are fans of great big musicians like Skrillex? You know, are they all doing like music? You know, it's like everyone seems to just think that once you're a fan of something here, you should beat it straight away. I'm a fan of quite a load of things, you know. Alright, fair enough, I'm more of a fan of MMA than anything else right here, but does that mean I have to be part of everything and all that here? Alright, I know that I got a few fans who like my music and all that, yeah, and some of them are doing music themselves as well, but I'm pretty sure that I got fans who love my music, yeah, but they don't want to be a musician. They still want to do their own things, but they'll still listen to my music. That's all this is, you know. Let me explain something to you about MMA, right, yeah? I think I might have mentioned this once in a video already, yeah, but let me just explain something to you. I've only done Wing Chun for like 2 hours a week for 2 years. So that's not really that many days. That's all I've done. Wing Chun for that length. I've done boxing for 2 months, and I've done Muay Thai for 1 hour. Explain that. In other words, that's one lesson, and it was 1 hour. Now, why was it only 1 hour? I actually did like the lesson, but it was too much money. I didn't have enough money to continue it on. A little bit of pain on my chin down here. Yeah. So that's all I've done right here. I'm not really suited enough to be an MMA fighter. Now, I'm also the type of guy that is scared to take a punch. I'm not a person who likes to go into a fight. This may sound like a visual hypocrite in a type of way, yeah, because I love watching other guys fight, and I like seeing who's the best out of these type of guys and everything like that, yeah, and I like watching a good dose of different martial arts face each other. I do like that, but in the sense of me going in there, I'm a pussy ass scared little bitch, you know. Man, me to take a punch in the face, yeah, it'd have to be on the streets. It'd have to be like someone's trying something and I've got no choice but to fight them. I'm usually the type of person who likes to walk away from fights and everything and all that. You know, man, you guys got the wrong guy here, man. Seriously. Me, I'm usually the type who's scared to fight. I tell you something though, what I'm going to do tomorrow is something that's going to be different. I'm going to get onto that later on, but even that was something I took some neck freaking guts for. I'll explain that in a moment, right? Yeah. But this is the point here that I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. How comes that whenever someone's a fan of something, yeah, people assume they should be into it straight away? You know, The thing is, right, yeah, the one thing that MMA needs dedication. When you're doing things like these, that needs dedication. But, you know what also needs dedication? Music and animation. Now, in my opinion, I've got a blatant more talent and passion for music and animation that is what I'd rather do for my career. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you one thing. What MMA does do is feed a bit of the passion for the animation, because I am sort of I am working on a project which is Amphro based and MMA based. So watching MMA does give inspiration, and it can give a lot. It does help out quite a lot. Gives a little bit of knowledge that I like to do. So I am using. If you want to talk about, man, you're talking about MMA a lot. You like MMA a lot. Yeah, why don't you do something with it? That's what I would like to do with MMA. Use it to help encourage me and inspire me. Every time a new UFC event is on, it's like I'm watching it, and as soon as it finishes, yeah, I want to turn on the computer and just work straight away, continuing more in the animation. Quick update on the animation at the moment. Yeah, I'm struggling with the character that I'm working on at the moment. Yeah, there's a few aspects of that which is not working out right and everything like, yeah, but I'm happy with how solid I've been working on him. You know, there's nothing to show yet, but when there is something, I'll be able to show you. But that's what MMA is doing for me. MMA, you know, I am working on them. I am using MMA to help with my life, but it doesn't. But just because I'm a big massive fan, yeah, it doesn't mean, yeah, that I have to go and go and do MMA, go and like compete. I can't imagine myself competing in MMA. If I ever compete in MMA, that'll just that's definitely world turned upside down, you know. It was funny. It's funny though, yeah. Now, a few people did actually speak about, right, yeah, why didn't you at least train in MMA, you know? Okay, the little response to the people I have to say is that why I wasn't training in MMA before is because I didn't have the money. Like I said, I only did 1 hour of Muay Thai. Now, Muay Thai was fantastic. I was loving Muay Thai, yeah, and unfortunately, unfortunately, I didn't have the money to continue it. I enjoyed it. I didn't have the money to continue it. At the moment, I've saved up my money for a very, very long while because of a certain thing that I was planning to do, but then it failed. So right now, I have a bit more money, yeah, and there's something here that I am starting to do. Tomorrow, what do I keep pointing down for, like as if tomorrow is beneath me? Anyway, tomorrow I am going to be starting my first MMA training session. It's going to be a one-on-one training session because I don't want this to be a serious training thing. And I was talking about it on Facebook, and once again people were like, right, so you're going to compete? I'm like, no. Okay, now I'm going to train in MMA. Doesn't mean I'm going to compete. I'm only going to train in MMA just for these few following reasons. One, get a little bit of fitness out. You know, that's really for the bonus, really. And two, to have a little bit of fun. And third reason is to gain a bit more knowledge with the MMA moves, so it would help out when I come to animate those moves. You know, that's more or less the main reason, really. It's just a little bit more helping on the side. You know, get a bit of fitness, get a little bit, you know. Because another thing is I forgot to mention as well is that I've been doing a lot of weight training lately at home, and at some points I've done some parts wrong and I've been injuring myself. I posted that on Facebook, and people again kept bringing up, what, you get injured in training for MMA? I mean, what, seriously, where did everyone get in their head, yeah, that I'm going to be an MMA fighter? Where Where did that come from? You know, seriously. You know, I know that I have a damn load of UFC clothes. I know I've got a lot of UFC merchandise and everything like that, yeah. A lot of clothes here and there and everything to do, but like I said though, man, just because you're a fan of Linkin Park doesn't mean you want to start a band straight away. You know, I just say work on things that you're committed to, work on things that you are passionate about, work on things that you're willing to do, to put the hard work in. And I feel that I would be more better putting the hard work in for music and for animation than I would in MMA, competing in MMA. Not to mention, okay, this is irrelevant because I know some people have proved this wrong, but keep in mind, yeah, I'm 28, going to be 29 next month. You know, is this really the right time to actually start MMA training? Okay, fair enough. Yep. I know some people are going to say, oh, this guy started at the age of 36 and blah, 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 this and that, everything like that, yeah. But why in the world would I compete now? I don't actually have confidence in myself that I would get into the UFC with it, with some work that I've seen from other people doing. So let me give you a quick info on what's happening tomorrow. The person who I'm going to be training with, yeah, is my friend Stav, Crazy Bear Economo. Now he's like he's a proper heavyweight, yeah. He's probably the best heavyweight in England who isn't signed to the UFC. Sooner or later, I believe that needs to change. You know, because you know he's one of those fighters, yeah, that his looks may deceive. People will look at him and think, yeah, that he doesn't look like he's in shape to be an MMA fighter, but he's got the skills and technique and the heart and the willpower to just fucking do as much as he can, and he's got a great MMA record as well, and he's actually done better than some UFC heavyweights that already done, you know, and I believe, yes, about time he's in the UFC. Hopefully with a couple more wins we'll be seeing him in the UFC and all that. And now let's go back to what I was talking about here, me being scared to hit somebody and everything, or get hit by people, right? Yeah, guess what, he's training and I'm going to be sparring with him tomorrow. I have never ever sparred in MMA sparring. I've done boxing sparring, but I've never done MMA sparring, and the first person I'm sparring against is one of the best heavyweights in England. Isn't that fun? I'm a welterweight. Look how small I am, and I'm gonna be and I'm gonna be training with Stav tomorrow. But no worries, it's gonna be fun. He's not like he's gonna really kick the shit out of me. Yeah, he's gonna probably own me and everything, blah blah. But at least he's gonna be training, so it's gonna be beneficial as well. It's gonna be fun. So I'm actually just looking. I'm just looking at this as a cool thing, enjoyment, fitness, and learn more information that I need to learn to help make my animation a bit more better in the future. That's it, really. But just because I am doing this training now, just because I'm doing this training doesn't mean I'm going to be competing. You know, I'll be shocked. I mean, everyone knows, yeah, I know people will say, you don't know what it's going to be like now, you don't know what will happen in the future, but I can't see myself yeah, becoming an MMA fighter. As of now, I'm an MMA fan, not an MMA fighter. Now you probably might call me an MMA trainee because my first lesson is tomorrow. You know, so you know, I'm just giving it a shot. Let's just see how it goes. Just gonna enjoy it. That's all I need to say, guys. Yeah. So that's definitely what I want to say. Got any questions you want to talk about MMA? Got a few MMA topics I actually do want to talk about in some future videos, but I want to try and talk about some games in some videos as well. a couple of people have asked me recently, what do I think about Resident Evil going back to going back to the roots, and a lot of people asking what's my thoughts on the PS4. So those videos will come probably soon. I'll probably do the PS4 video next. But that's all I want to say, guys. Yeah, so thanks very much. I'll speak to you all later. Love who you are.